Jeff Cooper, somewhere in Ritchie, Arizona, brother. Can you hear me? Making a video. I just worked out for the first time. I mean, like, weights and shit in a long time, brother. And I know people are saying that I look like an 85-year-old man out there. But, you know what? I'm thinking for sitting on my ass, playing 200,000 rounds of poker, literally, about 5 solid months, not doing shit, I'm not looking half bad. And back, brother, I discovered that stevia cures, man, in massive doses to what people are using now. You put it in water, make it sweet, drink it. 6 tumors, 62 pounds vanished from Bob Johnson. After you blend all the soap out of water before you drink it. Brings peace back from the dead. And I'll tell you what, bro. It's like this, Jeff Cooper. We were friends in high school, man. I liked you a lot. Wrote papers for you, you know, told you, you're not dumb, man. School it. They don't test that. Didn't I say that? And back not fishing, brother. I'm happy that the last time that I saw you, you were driving an Infiniti G35, man. Oh yeah, you come up. And isn't it true, Coop, that my friendship with Mark Brandon really facilitated that? Huge, alright? And what I'm saying, Coop, is if I wasn't trapped in the financial family from fucking hell, I'm rich. And so what I'm doing, I'm just paying people to use stevia, proving that massive doses cleans them up, vanishes tumors, cancer, fat. Yeah, and it's a done deal. And that, too, did you know that when I was at Notre Dame, the first lie they got me kicked out, right, was that I punched a woman, and from point of impact, she sailed down the hall 17 feet, slammed into the wall, uncontrollably, knocked out, right? Even though my girlfriend said that I was taking a piss, and Patty Nobel came in and attacked me, and I was like, get the fuck off me, cunt. I don't have to take that shit from you. You're not my mom, right? So I get kicked out for 2 semesters, dude. Even though Ross Browner, Willie Fry, and Art Best only got kicked out for 2 semesters for supposedly raping a woman, okay? I actually heard through the black grapevine, the community back then, that it was a gangbang situation, and the white daughter for the vice president of Coca Pepsi loved every second of it until they were high-fiving each other around campus, and it embarrassed her, right? But they were back in time to play football because who was it? Eric Parsegian, Dan Devine, liked them, okay? You know, back on fishing too. If I'm at USC and I make the pledge, I'm on the cover of Sports Illustrated, all right? How many white boys can cover Alan Pickett man for man, right? I mean, I would have made some money and they couldn't let me go to the NFL, dude. Seriously. For probably a myriad of reasons. You know, leaving USC like I did. You know, what was it? I saw my letter in change and then I pulled it and I went to Notre Dame. And Ted Tolner didn't lose his job that year, but Russ Purnell did. They lost scholarships. And you know what? I came in under a cloud, and was I being paid back for that? Was it the fact that I heard Peter Phelps, TV personality, talking with Jerry Faust, offensive and defensive coordinators, man? Seriously. I mean, we can make a movie about this. I'm about to go out to the field for the day they let me cover Alan Pinkett and wide receivers man-to-man to see just how far I could go, what I could do. What could this white boy do? How fast was he? And you know what? Yeah, they had that on tape somewhere probably. And you know what? That proves had I gone to the NFL, people would have listened to me. So I would have told them, yeah, man, Jerry Faust got set the fuck up for failure, right? His offensive and defensive coordinators lost games on purpose, all right? Because I heard Peter Phelps and them talking, you know, the lights go off, okay? There's emergency lighting right out the back door of the locker room. And so I go into the hallway and I'm leaning down, tying my cleats, and they spill out and they're laughing, man. And Peter Phelps is fucking mocking Jerry's limp and mocking his talk. And you know what? It was shameful. And I stood up and boom, they went silent. And what did I say, Coop? Did I say, wow, if this was Custer's last stand, I could put one, you know, in your dome and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Treason, okay? Or did I just shake my head and go out to the field not knowing that I'm about to get set up for shit that I didn't do? I mean, true. You know what? I got kicked out because these girls lied stupidly, and you know what? Money would have caught them and made me a millionaire. Seriously. Their testimony, the stereo was playing so loud that her cries for help couldn't be heard. And we're talking about like a 2 to 5 minute time window, right? This big party thrown in my honor group, my picture, winning the bingo bell, plastered all over campus. I was coming back, I was a fucking celebrity, all right? And the freshmen on that floor threw a party for me, brother. And you know what? They invited Patsy McGowan from St. Mary's because she was a hottie, all right? And testimony said she was looking at the group, gaga, okay? Like starstruck. And they left the room, shut the lights off, right? Turned down the stereo, locked the door, okay? And, you know, when the priest knocked at the door, we froze, okay? My hand was touching nylon over her punani, alright? I didn't even touch skin, didn't even get wet. And we pretended not to be there. And some seconds went by after he left, and then we heard it, he's gone, get out, okay? Go around the corner, go down to the bus. And so the entire freshman floor helped us escape to the bus, right? And I gave her a kiss goodnight, and we made plans to see each other in the future. And then she went to St. Mary's, and her older sister was roommates with Patty Nobel, the girl that I bitch slapped and said, I don't have to take that shit from you, cunt. And she said, cunt, oh, you're fucked. And she ran down the fucking hall. And you know what? Yeah, the girls, they lied stupidly, Cooper. They didn't factor in the priest knocking, okay? So if this goes in front of a jury, the jurors are going to hear the priest say, you know what? I knocked, it was silent. Tried the knob, said, Dan, are you in there? And there was no response. If she wanted to be heard, she could have said, help! But we were like, oh shit, you know? We both could have gotten in trouble. There's only people that are the same sex and male can be behind closed doors and having sex at Notre Dame, you know? Anyway, so I'm set up for my first $1 million opportunity, homie. And guess what? $20,000 spent against a huge conglomerate like Notre Dame, got their attorneys to contact Chet Zawalik and say, you know what? We just advised the priest to settle. There was no way that was going in front of court or in front of a jury. That goes in front of a jury. I'm choosing any fucking school in the country that I want to play football at, and I'm a millionaire already before I even hit the NFL, okay? And then, you know what, dude? For people talking shit, there's a story there, all right? Pay Cedric Figueroa to tell the truth. Say that when he came back from San Diego his first year, he told me that I was better than every linebacker he played with. But Colts hated me, so I'd have to go up to the Canadian League and wreck it and then come back down and hit Hater. And I asked him what I said, man. I said, fuck football, dude. I would have coaches killed, man. No shit. I know people, okay, like Mark Brandon. And guess what, Coop? If Notre Dame's attorneys advised Notre Dame to settle, but they didn't because they're the Catholic Church, and when the fuck did they ever do the right thing? You know, initially, unless they're forced. But Chet Zawalik calls me and says, what the fuck is your family doing pulling the plug? This would never go in front of a jury. They just gotta wait it out, okay? But my mom panicked, and Fred let her pull the plug, and I talked to Uncle Freddie, and I said, you know what, fuck her, lend me the money. Well, are you gonna get a job and pay me back? It's like, from the settlement, but he wouldn't do it, dude, okay? And then, let's fast forward from that missed $1 million opportunity, Jeff Cooper, to when Tom Leahy from Ludamax Nutraceuticals stops me, okay? I call him on purpose. I say, hey Tom, guess what? Bobby Chacon is my friend, homie, and I'm gonna get him on Manatech. And Manatech bought the line of Wall Street, he had a stroke, fucked up, brought him back into perfect health. And Tom says, no, don't get Bobby on that. Don't get it in the system because he had something that's gonna cure Bobby in like 12, 16 hours and shit. Bobby would snort something, inject it, and then eat something natural, and it would coalesce, and boom. He would have been reading my poems in Las Vegas. All right, think about it. If Bobby Chacon is cured, and he's reading my poems in Las Vegas at the Poet of the Year convention, where supposedly 10 to 15,000 people from all over the world are there to hear poems from people nominated, right? you know what? Bobby Capone playing a game and saying he's the emissary contacted by aliens, telling us that we better fucking cease and desist killing this planet or we're gone, right? It would have made headlines the next day, guaranteed. But I got stoned and on the phone stupidly told Tom what my plan was, man, and he never made the attempt. Even though his verbal fucking contract with me over the phone is legally binding, even though he stopped me from administering Manitech or allowing it to be ministered, right? I sent it down for Bobby. They were going to get him on it, right? You know, because Bobby's my friend. And so that's Fred Reaver cock blocking me there, okay, from what? How much would that have generated if it was Tom Leahy's product that actually brought Bobby back? And then down the road we say, Joe, but you know what? Seriously, listen. And then how about the Miami thing? I'm in Miami, a white heavyweight that just won the state of Florida, 1991 Golden Glove champ. Yeah, heavyweight. And I go to Des Moines, and I come back, and I'm in perfect health, and I get arrested on a case of mistaken identity, and I've already planned to jettison Miami, come back to California, and then these cops, they start to clown me, okay? Like I'm not a boxer. And you know what? We got into it, and I told them it's not my fault that your parents should have probably been sterilized, dude. I mean, look, did you really ever excel at anything? Does anybody remember your name? Okay? I was like this, handcuffed, right? And I said, it's not my fault that when you look in the mirror, you see a dumpy piece of shit, homie. Okay? And you know what? Blame your parents, not me. And boom! He fucking launched me, punched me onto the ground. I wasn't one bit phased, and I laughed at him. And I said, man, bitches hit harder than that. And they went to work, and they told Pat that I must have been on PCP or something, because Pat Burns comes up to me in a normal jail cell at this point, okay? Right after they fucking twisted my fucking knee and popped everything in it, tore the fascia from the bone. I mean, my chin was filled with blood. It was about that thick. I looked like an elephant man. They had the doctor for the Miami Heat look at me immediately because they had fucked up, okay? Doctor from Miami Heat said they tore the fascia from the bone, they tore every ligament in my knee. I couldn't run for 6 months. And then they put me in an all-black cell, Jeff Cooper. Seriously, they were trying to get me killed. They were pissed, right? Because when all these cops were beating on me, I was like, you fucking pussy sissy, man. I said, bitches hit harder than that. And I was laughing, and you know what? It drove them nuts. So anyway, I come back to California, and that's a slam dunk lawsuit, okay? Police brutality. And I asked Fred Reaver, I say, you know, Uncle Freddie, can we get an attorney? Well, you know what? Get a job, pay for one, okay? And then fast forward to Uriah Faber before Uriah is really, really famous. And Fred Riva investing millions of dollars in Lutamax nutraceutical because Tom Leahy is literally curing female cancer across the board with some pricey shit. But a lady with MS in a wheelchair running a triathlon 18 months later, right? Okay? Amazing shit. And yeah, so they're making these pills, man, that they're giving to athletes at the Olympic Training Center that's giving them incredible fucking gains. And I gave some to Uriah, and he accepted them. Now, whether Uriah actually ingested them, that's beside the point. Because if Fred Riva had seen the opportunity, okay, and paid Uriah could have been a fucking spokesperson before he was worldwide, alright? And you know what Fred Riva told me? He said, you will never have a part of this pill business. And that was after I told him, you know what? It's not like I didn't play football with Tim Brown, okay? And it's not like I didn't drop Timmy in the backfield for like a 14-yard loss, you know? Oh, it was a game, you know what? And he juked how many guys on the way to a Hall of Fame football career, and I dropped him in the backfield, you know what I'm saying? Because I have debts, man, and I turned my back on that game, Jeff Cooper, and there's a movie potential in that, right? And I need your help, brother. Seriously, I've been trapped in a financial family from fucking hell my entire life. As a matter of fact, The only reason why I even got hooked up with Mark Brandon in the first place, because when I got expelled from Notre Dame for something that I could easily prove I didn't do, and my family pulled a plug on me, I come home, and my mom starts charging me rent. Fool. Seriously, okay? So the first thing that I did was ask Mark for $500, man. And that's how it all started, shit, right? So, point is, Jeff Cooper, there are decisions that I could have made in the past where I would have been a rich guy, alright? And I would have been a stuck-up, conceited, athlete, asshole, thinking that regular people really had no worth, man. And what I'm saying, Jeff Cooper, is that stevia kicks the dog shit out of cocaine. Even the stuff that Trader Joe's, man. I mean, it's a lot stronger, okay? That in and of itself, that's big, alright? The stuff from Emperor's Apology, an ex-methamphetamine took and did a line of it, and he was driven for an hour and a half. So we eat cocaine that you become quote, alright? But massive use of cocaine doesn't affect your body up, or massive use of stevia, you know what? Allows me to sit on my ass, eat like a pig for the last 4 months playing poker. And you know what? I still go to a club with it, you feel me? And it's like this shit, people. You don't realize, man, I was one of the most insecure motherfuckers on the face of the earth growing up. I thought I was ugly all through high school, okay? Like when Lisa Kazina, where she screamed, Dan Quinn in this small car. I was like, oh my God, you know what? I'll tell you what, girl, I'm a grower. And every time that anybody saw me was right after battle football conditions in the locker room when I was fucking, you know, like a walnut, you know what I'm saying? And it's all good. And Jeff Cooper, do you remember that time in front of Surfside Bar and Grill when Chris Dudley, the worst free throw shooter in the NBA, got in my face and said, you know who I am? And I said, yeah, motherfucker, you're the worst free throw shooter in the NBA, and your neck's about this fucking big, and if I hit you in the face, I'm gonna break it. And his friends pulled him away and said, that's Dan Quinn, you don't wanna fuck with him? Remember that shit? Remember all the things that we could actually put in a movie, man? And it's like this, Jeff Cooper, were you one of the guys at Juanita's when I knocked out 5, you know what I'm saying? And Boogaloo, knowing me before and after, okay? I say, let's get Boogaloo and put him on a lie detector. And I'll say, you know what? At that party, Boogaloo, remember when we were looking at the pictures? And I said, what'd you do, dude? You draw those spikes around my wrist to throw out the scent? Because that's what a punk rocker would wear. And I wouldn't be associated with punk rockers back then. I thought they were vermin, man. You know what I'm saying? Human, okay? They didn't choose sports. They got out before the damage could be done. And what I'm saying, dude, is, you know what? How many guys, when they're at the counter waiting for food, if they get bumped, you know what? And they turn around, 2 asshole high school football coaches, another 2, okay? Or the friends of asshole high school football coaches. What would you do, Dave Huckabee? You know what I did, man? My friends were gorgeous, right behind. They didn't know what was going on, okay? It happened so quickly. Boom! Boom! Like that, you know what I'm saying? And I took this drill out, and then there wasn't 4 guys there to attack me anymore. It was 3. And I've got really, really fast hands when I don't lift weights and slow them down. Angelo Dundee, Muhammad Ali, he would break his arm, they ever caught him in a weight room. Back now, yeah. And 4 guys on the ground and were like, what the fuck? And the number 5 just comes through the door and says, what the fuck? You know? None of your business. Well, I'm making it my business. Really? Well, you know what? What did I do, Coop? Didn't I go like this? You know what? I've been warned by a judge, and all I have to do is put my hands up and take a step back, okay? And now the rest is on you, okay? And I'm not looking at him in the eye, I'm looking at his feet. I said, take a step toward me, and it's lights out. And he did, and boom! You know what I'm saying? So, Jeff Cooper, please help your friend, Dan Quinn, get famous for discovering that stevia is a sweet cure for fat, cancer, tumors, and then you know what? Say what, Coop? How many guys upgrade to Kama Sutra for women's sexual pleasure? Okay? Seriously. Please play the violin ASAP, brother. Okay? Rub on the belly right here with your left hand. Instead of pinching nipple, grab them butt, okay? Press down and connect. Pretend the G-spot's the yin and the yang. Both thoughts simultaneously. Massage, okay? Good stimulation. Ding, 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 ding. If 4th of July equals orgasms, that's what it is. Okay? It's like fireworks. Jeff Cooper, please. We were friends back in the day, brother, and I'm asking for your help. I saw you driving a G35 Infiniti, and I'm thinking, damn, man, he's doing good. Good for him. He deserves it. You know what? That means that you have the juice card to help me now save millions of lives, and that ain't no shit. Please get my number and give me a call, man. Alright? Help me win a Nobel Prize, make millions of dollars, and feed all the homeless and the hungry in America first, and then around the planet. I take it.